Hey guys, what's up? I'm just playing some divination here. Made some cards to figure out what the heck's going on. Somebody got a love interest in me. But I wanted to show you because I wanted to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. And you can do it too. Just write down what your questions are. And I've got cards with names on them too. But of course I'm not going to show those names because what if one of them was you? I don't want to upset anyone or make them feel like they're being peeked at, you know. It's not what it's about. It's about solving my confusion. I do not like confusion. Anyway, I wrote down all this to get some answers, and I shuffled cards. Shuffled. And these are the neutral ones. No one did not fall out, so see, that I'm just showing it to you. Someone I know but have not been in love with did not fall out. Someone I don't know did not fall out. Someone I have not been in love with did not fall out. Someone I have been in love with did not fall out, because that's too general, see. It could be someone I don't know or know, see, and that's why it didn't fall out. And then there's these yes and no's. One of them did fall out. The no, when I asked, should I confront this person about this? No. That's what fell out. Someone else fell out before I had figured out the right name. Okay? Now on these other cards, it is someone that watches me on Facebook. That fell out. Someone that watches my YouTube videos. That fell out. Someone I know and have been in love with. That fell out. Someone that has a YouTube channel. That fell out. Someone that watches me on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, that fell out. Someone I know. Someone on Facebook. Someone on Facebook and YouTube. And I know the name of this person. So see? And when I got that name, I put it with someone else card and shuffled them and the name fell. Shuffled it again. Now this is while I'm not paying attention to what cards I'm shuffling, you know. Name fell again. Tried it one more time just to make sure. Name fell again in the shuffling, see. So I know who this person is now. And I know they're on Facebook and YouTube too, which is kind of ironic because I had that feeling already, you know. Intuition answered most of these questions and even gave me a sense on the name, but the way this person's been so conservative about the idea, I didn't really want to believe it would be that person. But, you know, each person is entitled to their own ideas where they want their feelings to go. But you know who you are when you see this. I want you to know that it's nothing personal. I'm just not ready for a relationship, much as I'd like to have one. Time I'm ready for one, you'll probably find someone else. So, you know, just look for that guy that's ready. Now that you're ready, make sure your priorities are in the same. Make sure his priorities are in the same line as yours. All right. I know I'm a wonderful guy and very independent and very strong and a no BS kind of person. But one thing I do not do is jump into things that I can't handle right away. And a relationship would be one of them. My place in life is not like yours. And, well, I'm quite frankly not ready to jump into that way of living that you have. You're, like most other people, you're not as off-grid type of person, so, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I can't go back to the city life, so you gotta know that. But just know I have care for you. I wish you well. And, if we'll touch bases once in a while when I comment on your things on Facebook or see one of your videos and feel like I need to comment on it on YouTube. You'll see me around. Don't you worry about not having me as a friend. We are friends. Alright? Don't worry. Yes. And we can talk anytime. Just like friends. Won't be nothing wrong with that. Just remember, I'm not going to be getting attracted or nothing like that. I was at first, until I realized I was pushing it in the wrong time. So, and the angels, tell me not to confront you directly about this. There's probably good reason for that. Like, they know I'm not ready, and they know you might not be seeing things exactly in the right frame of mind right now, because most of the time hormones trump emotions, so you got to be careful about that. You're feeling you want physical contact and hugs and loves. Well, so do I. But not before it's right. Not before it's right. I'm not talking about the right time kind of thing, but the right situation. It could be the right time anytime. The situation isn't right. If the situation is right, then it would be. We'd be in the same building complex or something like that, or same block where we can meet each other or have coffee together. Things like that. And I don't mind being in the same living situations as you, Similarity's got to be pretty darn close for relationships to start. From, or to go on from where they started. Such as our interest in each other, and was me at first and then you later. See, that's not quite the right timing, see. It can't really move on from what it started as. Timing's wrong, place is wrong. Thoughts of what's abysmal and what's not to me are different than you. You probably couldn't handle my life the way I live. I probably couldn't go back to the regular way of living. So keep that in mind when you look for someone, that they're on the same wavelengths that way with you. It's a good chance the woman that finds me, or I find, will be very much in love with the off-grid life as well, and doesn't mind using a bag and bucket like camping, doesn't mind staying warm with other means when necessary, or sleeping in the chair just because the bed isn't quite right because the cat's messing up. Things like that, We live a different life out in the off-grid that takes abrasiveness to do, true grit. So you got to be a true grit kind of person to deal with it. And I'm not entirely sure if you are. I don't see it in many people, so you know, not many people go for it because they're not into it. I don't want to put you into something you're not comfortable with. It's not my intention. Maybe I felt that way about getting into a relationship 10, 15 years ago. Not anymore. 6, 8 years ago, I started realizing, the right way to do things, my friend, on Facebook and YouTube, is to think them through properly. And I learned that from my old man. He was a machinist, a welder, a mechanic, and a transportation driver. Transported things with a semi-truck. He had to plan things out properly all the time. So that's where I've learned this ability to structure things properly, and when I listen to that sense, things go well. Always. You know what I mean. Do that with your relationships in all walks of life, and it should go much smoother. That's what I'm hoping for with myself. I'm not going to be jumping the gun anymore. So, love and light and well wishes to you. And go find somebody out there who's not fortunate and just give them a free reading. They need that. I have a feeling there's somebody who you're going to be seeing soon that's going to need that. I'll talk to you later. Much love and light, okay? So don't cry. See you later. Bye.